It is morning, and here is my breakfast. I didn't feel like making anything healthy, so I just threw 2 packages of noodles, since they're high in caloric content, and I like them anyways. And I don't know what Michelle's doing, but she's making something. And later on, I gotta go to the gym and train some people for leg day. Leg day. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. So, just making some burgers. I always found hamburger patties a really fast way to meet your protein macros. Like, each burger has like 20 grams of protein. Sometimes I might even be off on that. Sometimes more. It's just in the box. So yeah, you can buy these burgers in bulk. They're fairly cheap, especially when they're on sale. It's like 20 bucks for like 40 burgers. It's like less than $1 a burger. So yeah, it's 20 grams of protein per patty. So you eat 4 patties. That is 60 grams right there, one meal. So yeah. Other news, I had an interesting story. I started going to this new gym, and everything's good there except for the staff. It's quite funny, because I forgot to bring my shoes one day. So I was in there and I was doing legs, so I was doing stuff like deadlifts and squats and all that. And one of the girls from the desk, she looks fairly young. She comes up to me and she's like, she's not even nice about it. She's all just like, "Excuse me, why aren't you wearing any shoes?" And I'm just like, I'm sorry, I forgot them. Usually I bring them, I forgot them at the gym, but they'll still be here next time. She's like, "Oh, well, if you don't have your shoes, then you can't come back here and train anymore." And I'm just thinking to myself, like, wow, really, I can't come back and train? You're not going to say, just, bring them next time, or, that's okay, I understand. You forgot them, But she just straight up told me I can't come back. And I'm thinking, okay, for one, I'm doing legs today, so I'm not lifting any dumbbells or anything that I might drop on my feet. And that was what her reason was. It was like, well, I'm not using any of the treadmills or anything I'm going to drop on my feet. And she's like, oh, well, it's to protect you from dropping stuff on your feet. And I'm like, well, I'm doing deadlifts and squats. I'm not going to drop the entire barbell on my foot. She's like, that's the rules. Walks away. So I'm watching her, and she walks over to another person who's like doing shoulder press, and she says the same thing. She's like, "Excuse me, why don't we have any shoes on?" And I'm thinking to myself, okay, is this girl going to lift the machine off the floor and drop it on her foot? Is that what is going to happen? Because if that's what you're claiming is going to happen, then holy shit, your gym is in some serious trouble. And I don't know, I was just thinking about that. Like, how often do you hear about anybody even dropping weight on their shoes? I'm pretty sure if I was squatting like 225 and I did drop it on my foot, I don't think my shoe is going to make the weight bounce off. The entire barbell just bounce off and I'll be fine. I'm pretty sure my foot will be broken either way. It's just funny, people got to be that way. But whatever, I brought my shoe back and everything was all fine and stuff. But people, yeah, if you're going to the gym, make sure the environment is good, because the staff members can really affect your workout. The rest of the day I was pissed, which is good for me because I was just like, pissed off at the barbell, and I just deadlifted off the floor. I'm like, fucking desk girl, right? But if you're not good at handling that stuff, I can see how that can really affect how your workout might be. Some burgers. For these burgers. Yeah. So switched up my workout routine, and I've started doing like I call it the hybrid Zyzz routine. We're gonna have some footage of that. So here we go. This is my I call this the hybrid Zyzz workout because I took a lot of advice that I got from Zyzz, mostly incline. So here I am doing 155 incline, and I usually don't do incline barbell too much, so I really wasn't so sure if I was going to be able to do this much, but it turned out I could easily bust out 8 reps there. So I was pretty surprised, and I think I'm going to stick with this workout because it really, that's the kind of look I want to achieve. You know, Zyzz inspired me a lot to even start working out as hard as I did, and I really admire him for that. So, because the last set went so well, I just upped it by another 10 pounds, so now that is 175 incline, and that wasn't too bad either. I got about 5. I probably could have did another. I probably could have got to 8, but I don't know. I was feeling kind of shaky, and since I didn't have a spotter, I didn't want to push it. And that's one of those things I'm always afraid of. If there's no spotter around and I drop the weight, then you know what do you do? Especially since I was the only one in the gym. So after that, I did some flies. I like to do like 4 sets of flies. I did 4 sets of incline bench, so then I did 4 sets of flies, so I can really focus in on isolating the pectoral muscles in the upper chest. So that I believe I believe that's 70 pounds, 70-pound chest fly on each arm there. That's one of my favorite exercises. After that, I went over and I did some pullovers. I like to do these on the on a bench like this, just the shoulders on the bench, because I feel it activates a lot of core, and that's always a good thing, especially when I don't work out abs. I don't really advocate working out abs because it's not really something you need to do unless you really want to focus on that area, and even then, if you have a proper diet and everything, you should be fine. So that is 75 pounds. Pullovers. That's the word I was looking for. And I like to finish it off doing some tricep presses. And then I finished the workout with a bunch of dips. So yeah, that's basically, I took all of Zyzz's advice of doing mostly upper and staying away from decline, and I threw it all into workout, and I call that my Zyzz hybrid routine. And it seems to be working pretty good, and I really like it.
Hi.
Okay, so just got back from a late night shop. I wanted to make a video to show you guys all the stuff I like to eat. And yeah, so basically eggs, lots of eggs. You should be eating these like every day to make omelets, throw lots of shit in it, like vegetables. I like to buy these packages of salads because they're like $2.50 and you get a whole bag. That'll last you like 2 days. Bread, smart, so it's apparently better for you than regular.
That was all they
bread.
had, and it's really dry.
It's really dry, smart bread.
It's not very good,
And
but it's bread.
it's good for burgers and whatnot. Get your carbs. Baby carrots, these things are cheap as fuck. They're like they're like $1. And you can just throw them in your salad. Like $1, you can buy like 10 bags for $10. Like, you can't go wrong with that. Yogurt. Got like 3 things of yogurt because it's really high in protein. It's like 8 grams for like half a cup. So, you know, you get your protein, 8 grams, half a cup. It's like 16 grams per cup. Hot sauce, put that on my chicken. Just like smother it before I bake it. Probably have a little tutorial on that later. Grapes. I love grapes.
I like grapes.
You can throw them in your salad. You can throw them in yogurt. They're good with everything. I like to put them in salads as well. Berries. I love berries too. Lots of good, healthy carbs. Get all your carbs from the fruit and vegetables instead of crap like chips and ice cream and that. Put them in salads or just eat them normally. Never have enough cheese. Like, I mean, especially when you're making omelets, just like freaking load that shit up. It's good. And if Calvin is watching this, here's your brown rice. You know, it's good to get your carbs. I don't always like to get my carbs from rice, but when I do, it's brown rice. I prefer getting carbs from all the vegetables and salads and stuff like that because it's better for you. But this helps, especially when you're bulking. You get the shit ton of calories. There's like, what does it say here? I can't read French. 160 calories per quarter of a cup. So that's pretty good. Have that with your chicken. You got like, you know, 600 calories and you don't even have to try. So this is just like a mini shop. Usually I buy a crap load more, but it's like 10 o'clock at night. So that's everything. So yeah, that's generally the kind of stuff I buy. I try to eat really clean.